kids, we're up to card number 3. Yay! This one, again, they're super, excuse me, simple. I have kept it that way, even though I tend to be almost an overkill, but lately I've been like in a keeping it more simple kind of a mood. This one I already cut, and I just wanted to show off a little bit of the texture in this paper, and there is something there. I wonder what it is. I can't tell if it's just a defect in the paper or there's a smudge. Hang on a second. Let me dig out my, where is it? Oh yeah, I know where I saw it. I saw it in the great jar of junk. This is my TheMaddScrapper. There it is. My mono. There it is. Ha ha. There we go. When all it says, you've got something that you want to remove off a card, I don't know if some of you might be new to this. This is something that's come to me recently, so I am the village idiot. My village is actively looking out, but the mono sand eraser is awesome for removing stuff. So we're going to see what exactly it is, and we're going to try to rub it out. Just, you know, in little bits, and it's just, you guys probably can't even notice it. I'm just really crazy AR. So I'm going to let it slide because apparently it is not that big of a thing. Anyway, I mean, it's now a lot less visible, except to me because I'm picky. Anyway, so now all we have to do is, this is very simply put. I got to make sure I've got the barely legible words. No, it's this way. But we're going, and this little strip, just so you know, I always forget to tell you guys, is 2 inches by 4 1/4, because of course it's the width of our card. So I just wrote these on the back to remind myself to tell you if you wanted to do it. But really, I just kind of eyeballed the width. There was no predetermination. It was kind of like what looked appealing to me. So I settled on the 2 inches. I just loudly put the paper, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave it that way. Because I had an idea. This one, we were using one of the frames. I wanted to use the frame, but in a not necessarily a traditional, it's like you want to put a picture inside of a frame. It's great for scrapbooking, but, and even in a card, I mean, you could put, you can give a card to somebody, and you could put their picture in the card if you like. But I'm using it to frame one of the words. Okay, so set our crazy tape here aside. And just burnish this down so that I can peel it up fairly quickly. There we go. All right, so where is my peeling tape up tool? More commonly known as the Cricut spatula. Oh my God, see, so I go to all that trouble and I still can't peel it up. There we go. Because I am special that way. There you go. It's just part of the madness. But, you know, I always do this. I figure maybe somebody else will feel better if they struggle with tape. They see me struggle more. Okay. So we're ready to put down this little piece. And I'm just going to lay that down and align my bottom corners. Because if I do that, that should allow it. And even the good thing about it is, because of what I've done here, the way I've decided to do this, and I swear it seems like there's a bend to this card. No, it's just an optical illusion. Okay. Is that I have another strip. So if it were a little bit crooked around that, I could, or if there was, let's say, a mistake, I could cover it with this decorative strip that I'm still going to add, which is a leftover piece from the pink that I just used in the other card. Okay. So here again, all I'm going to do is just, and this is cut 3/4 of an inch, again, by 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to lay down 2 strips. Oops. There we go. And I'm like, I don't think this is, I have a little scrapbooking tool that I like to use to makes it easier. I don't know if this will work. I don't think this is going to work very well. Well, it does. But before I pull out the other card, I'm going to pull it out. I use it for album making. But it is really great to tear up these if you really want it straight. Like here, see this one? I went over. I'm not going to worry about it because I can just push it back some. You'll see what I mean in a second. I went over that edge a little bit, but just in, there we go. Just, there we go. problem solved, crisis averted. Ika. Come on, baby. The problem is, boy, this tape, I'm going to tell you guys, this tape is serious business, okay? Because it sticks to me like nobody's business. So I'm telling you that Spellbinders is not necessarily scrimping. I mean, I don't know if I would use it for album making, but for card making, oh yeah, this stuff, this paper is going nowhere. And I'm just going to line it up to the edge, about half on, half off. And there we go. And now it's time for the frame. And I was just going to put the frame now. How do I want to do this? There's a part of me, because now I'm not so happy when I was doing this, because I could either go and just do it right up here and take up more of the space, which there you go. It would also cover that spot that I still see. It's like, holy mackerel, Myra. So let's see. I hadn't thought this. I mean, I had a different plan, and now I'm rethinking that plan because that's how I roll. Happy. But I wanted to put that happy right there in the middle. And then, I don't know if you noticed, and I just, if you notice this frame, this came with little creases in it. So it came defective. But we are not going to worry about that because I already decided I'm going to put this heart over here. And quite frankly, I could go and pull. I could put that little ribbon. So that little ribbon is still like wanting to be used somewhere. Look, I can use the pink ribbon up there. Oh, look, we finally found a use for the blessed pink ribbon. And no, because I could put a heart right there. Let's see. The problem is if I start putting things in 3 corners, and we can just leave it at 3 quarters and we leave 1 corner blank because there's a crease right there that you guys saw. So I'm going to take the heart off of here. And I'm going to camouflage it. Let me grab it so that way I can. There, problem solved. In my opinion, we're calling it good. Now, is this tape? This tape is probably just skinny enough. Yep. Because I'm not going to pop up. I may pop the heart out. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. This, I'm just going to lay flat right on the frame. Oh my gosh, this mat is great. Just in case I make anything dirty, but my goodness, everything sticks to it. Which is great. And one way, if you don't want anything to move, then yeah, this craft mat. This is from Diamond Press. I love it. I'm not going to lie to you. And it's teal, so which makes it even more lovable. And then we're just going to put that down here. This is definitely getting mounted up on tape, on foam mounting tape. So we're just going to continue to use these little squares. Oh, no, wait. Where's my roll? Because there's a strip. Where is it? Holy mackerel. Did I hide things from myself? Yes, I did. See? These are all things that I cut off from pieces that, you know, I cut them in half or whatever. So see, look at that. It's almost perfect. On my scissors, I'm just cut it off here. And I would reuse it immediately, but I think it's too wide for Yadia's. But I have 2 skinny strips right here. So I can use one right here. So you see, I don't, these little pieces that I cut off, I tend to hang on to them. And like you said, I just stick them back on the roll. That guy, you'll watch. It'll come in handy somewhere down the, I mean, I really do have to move these down. Because I'm getting to the point. We'll put them right here now. What is that? I don't know why it was stuck there. Oof. Okay, no, I wanted to use that piece. So hang on, because I want to grab these 2, the top and the bottom. This little piece here, I'm not too worried about. But those, the extremes at the beginning and at the end. There we go. And then I'll, whoops, come here. And I'll stick that there. I'll stick that roll here. And now a little burnish. A little bit right here. And I'm just grab these with the tweezers because they're a little smaller piece. And this little guy wants to go away. Doesn't want to stay. Very disobedient. I'm going to have a talk with it. Right here. I'm just going to pull these tapes off. Once I started, I could actually pull it off with my hands. And I have gotten done this prematurely because that's how I roll. I forgot my frame isn't stuck down. Maybe we should do that first. You think? Now let's see. Can I use my tape? I'm determined to make as much use of this tape as I can. So let's see. It's right here. It's not going to work, I think, but I'm pretty sure that when I remove it, I can roll it. So I'm not worried about it. And technically speaking, I could have just gotten away, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the bottom. I don't think it needs it. I think it would have been good enough with just side to side had I thought this through. But why? Why? Other than because it's logical. I, people, am not Spock. So don't ever expect logic out of me. This is part of my madness. Okay. So we're just going to let it, because that will... I'm feeling a little bit guilty about not putting tape down there. But let's see. Let's put this to the test before I put tape down there. Let me burnish this down real quick. I'm going to peel up the top piece and see if what I think will work. And if it does, then I will go ahead and apply tape to the bottom. Oh, that was quick. Okay. So see, there's a little bit of overlap. Can you guys see that little bit of overlap? My evil plan is to do that. Look, problem solved. You cannot see it from the, I don't know. There we go. It took a little bit of doing. There was an Elvis hair attaching itself because he is a part of, he's the one that's up here the most. Not so much squeaking. And I think she's finally been happily fed. Oh my gosh. I remember telling you guys she got really, really sick. And she has come back with an amazing, voracious appetite. We did not put on as much weight on her as we'd like, but everybody's in on it now. My housemaid made these amazing chicken enchiladas for church today to share, and he was feeding her pieces. He said, here, this is for Squeaky. He set aside extra chicken for the cat. That's how we roll in this house. And she happily ate a nice chunk of meat. She was very happy. I told her, you need to thank Robert for that one, sweetheart. But she's my little old lady, and I adore her. I'm really shocked that none of the cats have shown up yet. Actually, no, Elvis has come around 2 or 3 times. He just did it all off camera today for once. Okay, that one didn't even show. So, or maybe it's because it's now this side. Okay. There. That was just a little bit extra work. That was probably unnecessary. But now we're going to put that frame. I've decided I'm going to put it right on the edge. Right there. Or do I want it here? Do I want it here? No. I've decided I'm going to put it right here. Center it. And I'm going to press it down. Is it straight? God help me. It's straight. Woo! And now we are ready for happy. And maybe we should put it right side up. What do you guys think? But it doesn't matter. We're going to center it. We're good with centering it. Happy. And then we have our heart here. I could just apply it straight on. I don't know if I want it to pop out any more above. I don't know. I'm having a hard time visualizing that popped up. Just a little bit. Just to stick out a little tiny bit more. I could. We're just going to use this real quick. No. Changed our minds. We're going to put it back down flat. Only because of the bow not being flat. That's really what did it. But I am using a piece of the dimensional tape, little pieces here. And again, this is why you see me hanging on to all of these little offcuts. And there we go. And I'll need one for up here. I can't believe I'm about to cut this one in half. Or just cut off another piece. We'll just leave this guy. Fat guy speaks that we'll need him in the future. So we're going to leave the little tubby one. You don't want him to be sad, though, and feel unloved, but there you go. I wonder if I could... Actually, the other one, I probably could have just cut it down because... There you go, my dink. Okay. There we go. I think that'll do it. Right? I don't know. It's not feeling right. Maybe I should do it a little bit this way. Or not do it at all. I think I really don't need it. So that extra piece that we just cut is just going to get left right here. Changed our mind. I'm just going to do these two pieces right here. It's funny, sometimes in the burnishing, I practically take the paper right off just doing that. There we go. And this guy too. And then we'll pop that down. Ah! Put this cattywampus like I love to do everything. The heart is almost, I want to say, too big, and I don't care. And our little heart there. And this begs, I think, a little sentiment. So give me a second. Let me go pull, because I could put something right down here. Let me grab the sentiments. I'll be right back. Okay, after much deliberation, I believe I came up with a plausible solution. I wasn't sure where I was going to go with this card when I started. I knew I wanted to do happy, and I didn't think it through. So I've looked through this, and I don't know if you saw when I did. If anybody's not seen the unboxing, I'll link it down below to this kit. But what I did, I took advantage once I showed off everybody all of all of these things, the little Gumaflotchis, is I take the time and I organize them into what makes sense to me. So which made it easy for me to pull the pieces I was looking for, the sentiments. So all these are little bags with different organization of the elements, just so it makes it easier for me. So that's something that you guys might want to think to do when you pull out any package of ephemera. So, and I looked it through here, and I looked through the sentiments, and I didn't find anything that made me happy. And I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But then I remembered I had these, and I hadn't used anything for it. So then I go, and I looked at these, and the cake spoke to me. So I have the other one out. I don't know why this is still in the packaging. And of course I'm going to struggle, there we go, to open it. So we're going to make it a birthday card. This suddenly became a birthday card. This little piece, I think, is determined not to stay stuck. So I'm going to go with happy. There's none that say birthday only, so I'm going to go with birthday wishes, just to make this a little different. But these are the puffy sentiments that come with this kit. So we are just going to pull birthday wishes off of the sheet. And what I'm going to do is stick it on my hand for a minute. I decided I wanted to use the cake. And I'm going to put the cake right down here in the bottom corner. Right there. I think I'm not going to lay it, like really press it down, because I have to decide where this is going to go. Like, well, here, what do you guys think? Oh my goodness. No, it has to go here. I'm sorry. So this is one of the things when you're trying to wing it. I'm just going to put this right here. Happy birthday wishes. And then we're going to put the cake in the corner. In the corner. Because that's what makes me happy. Okay. Let's see me look at it. I like it. Let's not overthink this. We all know how perfectly capable I am of doing this. And we have our little heart here. I don't see any other blingage. I mean, I cannot, I still have gold hearts again. And I could put another little one here, up here. I can use that. Let's see. I could put one there. Actually, we'll put a pair of them. There we go. Perfect. All right. We're going to call it good. And there you guys have it. Here is card number 3. Yay! Okay, we're going to be right back with card number 4. 4, 4, 4. Still with me? Yay! I'm here with card number 4 now. This one is another one using the frames. And I just kind of like winged this one. God help us when I'm winging things. And I like the bicycle just spoke to me. I wanted to use another frame. I thought this would look cute inside of the frame. And there you, I may trim this down. There's a part of me that thinks I definitely am going to trim it down just so it's symmetrical. But let's start with putting down our paper mats. And this one I double matted. I used, oh wait, but you know what? This is, you know me, I just can't bring myself. And I could use some of these words elsewhere. So give me a second. Let me come back at you. I'm going to pull some dies and really quick cut out some sentiments out of this. All right, be right back. Now, I admit I am truly insane, and this should come as no shock to those of you who've been following me for a while. But one of the things is I'm a phenomenal paper miser, and it makes me crazy to lay down a piece of paper like that and then lay another piece of paper on top of it. And there you go. What happened to the piece of paper underneath it? So I have gone ahead. What I've done is I've grabbed a bunch of these dies. These are the ones I got on Amazon that you would have seen in one of my mail calls. So I will link it down again below if you guys are interested. But I pulled all the dies that I thought would be that I could use in conjunction with this kit. So you've got a helpful, thankful, thanks, blessed, give. I can squeeze give in there. I don't know why, but give or forgive, thanks. Grateful. This one I no longer remember what it says, and that one says happy. And I've grabbed all of these, and then what I've done is to make sure, see, because I can fit all of those words in here and cut all of those out. So now all I'm going to do is just lay carefully pieces of washi, just my washi tape. That's what I use. I'm not terribly like, oh my gosh, use this brown tape or that brown tape, and it doesn't mean that they're not all good. It just means that I'm cheap. It's just like, there you go. I just buy cheap washi tape. I think this is still from my, you know what this is? This is Daiso washi tape, if I'm not wrong. I'm almost 100% sure that I got this at Daiso. And it does, you guys have seen me. I mean, it doesn't last forever, but I'll get, at least a few uses out of it before I have to go grab another piece. And for crying out loud, a roll of this cost me $1.50. Really? No brainer. Okay, so now I've got these all taped down. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to die cut all of these. You guys know how to die cut. You don't need to see me do it. Okay, I'm back. I've already run these through, so now I'm going to peel out all of these, and look at that. I'm going to pull carefully it doesn't matter. I mean, even if I rip paper, it's not going to be visible. So it's not like I have to get crazy about it. But let me just take these guys off real quick, and then we'll show you. So you can already see. So I have happy, I have thankful, I have blessed right here. We've got over here. Let's pull out. Yaka, come here, my pretty. That one I think is going to be grateful. Yes, no, it's going to be something. It's going to be ripped if I'm not careful. And then I think this one is the word you, because we have thanks somewhere around here. And I haven't poked them out. That doesn't matter. Right now, the thing is that now I have a bunch of words. I'll just add them to a little Ziploc bag. Who knows? They may turn up in another card that I haven't, because I hadn't done this. I have. I mean, we're only on card number 4, and I'm planning on 10. So there is still usage for that. But I just want you guys to think of the possibilities. I mean, it doesn't always, you can't do this if you're using a vellum layer, needless to say, or even a white. That would be the other thing I would be very careful about. A light colored paper, you might be able to see through, especially if it's like a dark. But in this case, I have a pattern paper on top of a solid light. Okay, so I got all my cards. So look at all of that I pulled out from right here. Out of this piece of paper, we are going to locate here it is, right here. And there, nobody is the wiser that this paper. Set these to the side over here. This will be the new mess I have to clean up before I do the next card. And now we're just going to add the tape to this top layer. And we're going to have this card assembled in nothing flat. I already see another cat hair that wants to attach itself to a card here. I see it. Oh, you know what, guys? I lied. I did not come back with the little tool that I use when I am doing albums and I have to cut tape. And oh my gosh, I haven't done an album in a while. I am really itching to do one. In fact, I'm planning to do one as a gift for someone I appreciate. And I'm getting, one of the things I've gotten, I've already put my order in for Cratch Day for HSN because I found out at the 11th hour that they were doing free shipping all this week, and don't hate me, it already passed. However, I already saw it posted for anybody that's doing their orders. Hold off, because it's going to be $9.95 shipping for everything. So if in other words, if you put, you know, if you guys do HSN, you know that they nickel and dime you to death, and there's that hair and it's making me nuts. So while I make it go away, I'll keep talking. They nickel and dime you to death with the shipping. It can add up. So on this order I made, and it was sizable. I made up for, you know, the 2 other orders that weren't so sizable the last 2 months. I saved like $70 in shipping. So it actually allowed me to get a couple of extra items that I would not have been able to otherwise. Although really, honestly, I blew the budget this time. It's like, it's like, no. But there is a lot of coolness in this one, including the today's special value. I'm planning on getting it. It's diamond press. It's this card making box. Like, oh my gosh. So yes, and extra storage. So I will do the reveal and do a setup. But there you go. So yeah, so it is everything that you can, you know, $9.95 for everything. So hold off until, I don't know if it's already going on or not. Double check. Go check on the website. But I saw that in one of my groups. I want to think it was the Crafter's Companion on HSM. I think I saw it posted there. So they are listening to us, and I made a complaint. I wrote them an email last month, I think, or not an email, but I left them feedback, and I said, hey, I go, you guys can check my my history, but I spend more money when you guys go easy on the shipping. When you don't, I don't. I do too. I hold back too. And it just happened to be coincidentally, it was not a lot that excited me. So I did just say, I'm sorry. And I don't know if they've listened or not, or I really got on all 3 of the Facebook pages I belong to, that, you know, Crafter's Companion, Anna Griffin, and Diamond Press, and they are all on there. And I said, hey, everybody's always complaining every month about the shipping. Stop complaining here. They don't look at the page to start with. And go and speak directly to HSN, but be polite. And that's what I did. I wasn't like, no, I had my say. I said it politely, respectfully, and I said, look, you guys want me to spend money? I'll do it. But you guys are nickel and diming me to death with the shipping. And there's no way that one box costs, you know, upwards, like in this case, everything I got's going to fit in a box. There's no way there's $70 shipping there. There just isn't. I don't care how bad shipping is gone now. So, you know, so I think they're listening. And now I'm going to do another feedback and say, hey, I don't know if you heard me, but thank you for the shipping, because that's what you need to do. You know, it's like a little kid, positive reinforcement. We are always quick to get on them, to complain. Let's be quick also to say something nice. That's just to all my HSNers. Now, this is not what you're here for. You're here to watch me do the card, as I've been holding a piece of paper hovering for 5 minutes. So I apologize for that little, you know, my little tangent. I go off like that because I'm a lunatic. But there you go. Nobody is the wiser that there is. And, you know, by the time I put all this stuff on top of it, that's the other thing. Especially, this doing what I just did works really well when you're putting stuff on top of it. Nobody will ever know. I do this all the time. I think I did a card recently in a tutorial. It did backfire on me slightly. And I had to I believe I had to effect a repair. Now I can't remember. I had to kind of really get creative. I think I had to recut the paper to make it work because I got too close to the edge. So this time I was a little bit, you know, it's enough of my recent memory. That's not started to go yet. That I remember like, oh yeah, I don't want to do that again. So I did it, but look at all those words. And this is really a pretty colored paper that's going to work, I mean, with the rest of the paper in here. So we're going to make those words work somehow, some way. This paper will not, but see, now I feel better. This paper did not go to waste. That's not wasted paper. I mean, to others, you know, you see other YouTubers who are, I'm sure, much better off than I am, or they're, you know, because they're just so phenomenal that, you know, they're provided the product, you know, for free, and I don't begrudge them that because, you know, I follow them, you know, all, Amy R from Prairie Paper and Ink, Kathy Zilski. There's all of these great you know, VNA. I adore her. They all get this, so I think that, you know, I have to pay for a piece of paper, so I just have miser tendencies. I'm gonna lay. This is bothering me. That's poofing up like this, so I'm just gonna put a piece of tape right there. Why, I don't know, but it's just bothering me. So I want to make use, especially if I'm putting, like, I love putting like a metallic paper. Oh my gosh, can you imagine putting down a gold and all of that is wasted? Can't do it. Can't do it, especially now because I love matte gold, not the really shiny mirror, but the matte mirror gold, and I'm out of it. I need to get on and buy more. And it ain't happening now because I just blew the budget. And, you know, the part of my paycheck that was set aside that I could use, I mean, I just paid all the bills. I paid the rent. And I had permission to spend everything else I wanted. I did. I'm going to be eating. I'm going to lose, let's put it this way. I'm going to lose weight this paycheck, I think. Because I just did. But I got everything I wanted. And interestingly enough, I had a technical difficulty with 2 things. I wanted to order 3 items from, I can't remember, it was the free shipping day or 20% off they had a week and a half ago. And I was really not happy. And now I got free shipping. So it must have been free shipping. Then I missed the free shipping. That was the day that I don't know why the order didn't go through. They messed up and I didn't get it. And here it is again. What? I was rewarded. They made good. Okay, so now we have this. I have my pieces right here. I just have to decide. I have to reach up, make a decision about whether I want to do this a little catawampus. No, it's not going to work because of this. Unless, I mean, let's see. What the heck, right? I mean, I could just leave this straight. Do that. And put my little bicycle down here. And I don't know if I like it. I may just be, I may just go the normal route. You know, I like to do things different because that's how I roll. Or I don't know, you know, it might work. No matter what, I've got to trim this down a little smidgen. You think they're going to say, hey, that is wonky. What the heck? I don't want this card. Make me another one. And if they do, then this is my theory, and I think I've said it before. It's been a while since I said it, but you know what? You punch them in the nose, take your card back, and that's it. Friendship's over. Really? I have never had anybody ever complain, you know, or say anything to me about a handmade card. Okay. And that's how we're going to roll it. We're going to put our little bicycle down here. So I think actually I'm going to lay the frame down. So I'm going to leave this here, but let me tape up my frame. So yeah, we're going to cattywampus it. I'm going to put it on high because I have to still, the bike will have to be, I am determined this bike is going right there because it makes me happy. So yeah, I mean, I can go even over the edge. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to. And even go down. So there we go. I think that, believe it or not, I'm going to lay that right there because that's where I want. I'll remember that's where I want that. And then I move the card, of course. So, so much for that. But let me just, I don't know if did I do this already on camera, guys? I can't remember. I don't know why you put up with me. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're already gone. I really might be talking to myself. Who knows? Ah! It wouldn't be the first time. I sat there and this is hilarious. We have Tom, my other housemate, we take care of. He's a 76-year-old man who tells me, he convinces us that he's hard of hearing. We know better. We know it's selective. His deafness is selective. Because sometimes he'll make me, I can hear you. Especially by the time I've asked him to do something. It's amazing how that is. But today I was sitting here working on something and I literally I whisper just like this, just like myself. And he's like, huh? And I just looked at it and I just let it go. I'm just like, but yeah, we all know that. So, it's like our teenagers. I sometimes tell, I go, Tom, sometimes you remind me of my, you know, I feel like I'm raising a teenager. But, you know, we love him. Drives us bonkers. But, you know, there you go. Someday I will be that person. I figure that's why I know someday I will be there. So I remember that. You know, it's like, okay, I will be there one day. So let me, you know, pay it forward. Okay, so there's our frame. Frame is down. So these are, I know you guys, I go off on on these little tangents. And there we go. So now I have to set this straight. And we'll put down a couple of more pieces of the tape. This tape is still going. I'm still using the tape. I'll just put 3 little rows here. It's not like it needs this much tape. It's like, oh my gosh, it doesn't need to, as I always say, it doesn't need to survive the zombie apocalypse, for crying out loud. It's not like one of my cards is going to find its way into the Smithsonian. You're right. Just has to last a while. You just got, at least, you know, let's not, you know, they open the card and the piece falls out. That would be sad. At least, you know, let it last. I may have to set one of these cards aside and just see how long the glue lasts. Okay. Now let me bring this down here. And here I do have a little snaggly. I saw it. I saw it and I felt it. There will be no snags. Okay. Now I have to, of course, now I went really close to the edge. You know, excuse me while I straighten this. Ah! This is really taping down really fast. I don't want it to tape down that fast. Because I got to work it. That's the thing, is I tape this down really well. There we go. Okay. We will now we're cooking with gas. I just want to see. I'm just adjusting it to what makes me happy. I care about nobody else but myself. That's my opinion. That's not true, but I'm just going to say that for emphasis. There we go. And now I can just lift this up here. There we go. And lift that little bit up right there. And you may or may not like it, and God bless you, but there it is. I'm content. I am content. Now we're going to take our bicycle. I'm a terrible person, I'm telling you. And there's more cat hair that wants to attach itself to this card. No. Okay, we're going to commit. I'm going to lay that down right there. I just need one strip because the frame itself will support the rest of the bicycle. And there we go. There's a part of me that wants to embellish it a little bit, but there's not much else I can add to it. I mean, we have, I know that I saw a little flower bunch. Well, there's a ton. You know what? Give me a second. Let me see if I see something rather than spend a lot of time doing it on camera. Let me see if I see. I got these. No, because that's almost, you know, it's over. It's like, no, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to let this sleeping dog lie and just let it go. Give me a second. I'm going to check. Give me right back. I am happy I found an embellishment. That's all I needed was a little gold heart. So we're going to grab one of my little mini things. And that's, again, I found it quickly. Why? Because I have these things all organized. So I knew that I had an envelope with a bunch of little embellishments. So are my tweezers. I'll pick this guy up, and it's going to need a filing. And I'm going to put this down. But I knew I had it. So, I mean, if nothing else, this speaks to why you want to organize. I mean, you don't have to. But it makes it, I mean, I'm already scatterbrain on steroids. I can't believe that there is a little, like, millimeter that's sticking out of the foamy. Problem solved. But I do see a couple of jags. I see one right here. And then I know I saw one on this side. but I was able to go to the little envelope of little embellishments that I knew was there. And that's it. That's all it needed. It just needed, to me, it needed a little more sparkle. So we're just going to put that little gold heart right there. Right, yep, we're going to call it good. And there you have it. There is card number 4, my peeps. All right, so we are ready, and I have them, all my envelopes are right here. So we're ready for card number 5. Be right back. Don't go away.